Hello, hello. Welcome to your weekly moment of inner alchemy. The bulls keep wanting to talk. Excuse me. I hear the gings all here. So whether you're watching live or in the ethers, say hello. Let me know where you're tuning in from. There we go. Okay, Muji's assumed the position under the blanket, which is a good indicator that we're ready to go. He knows it's time to settle in, so I invite you to settle in as well. Welcome. I'm Bree. I'm your guide for this journey. I'm an acupuncturist, sound healer, and clairvoyant, and I'm here to help you stay tuned to your body's energy, the cosmic energies, and life as it flows through you, to keep that vital life force flowing and moving. And when we are able to maintain and sustain this state of flow and harmony, we achieve a state of vibrational health, which you can see reflected in all areas of your life. So let's start flowing now. Welcome, everyone. Woo! It's December, and there's a lot of, even though we're entering a still time, there's a really powerful surge of energy coming through. So let me bring up the drawing for you guys for today. And if you're in the Facebook group, you already had an opportunity to check it out, but here it is again for your viewing pleasure. There you go. So let me know what you see. Let me know your perspective, your reflections, your shares. What do you get from this drawing? What information, activates a knowing within your sense of self, within your mind's eye? What do you get? I will share with you what I get in the meantime, but feel free to share your reflections in the comments. I always love reading them. Okay, so this is what came through. You think there's time. There isn't. There really isn't. There is no time. You put things off when they are on now, right? So everything is happening now. There is no past. There is no future. All time, your perception of time, it's a construct, is happening now, okay? So you put things off. Hello. You put things off, right? So here you are. Here's the thing that you're putting off, and you're placing it spatially in your awareness, in your consciousness at some point in future time, but that time already is. So it's actually on now. You're just not linking up with that vibrationally. You're putting that vibration, that reality over here. Just think of your room. I'm going to take this and I'm going to place it over there and I'll get to it later. That's what we're doing with our consciousness, with our vibrational reality, with the things that we want. Oh, I can't have this now because you think it's over there, when in reality, it's actually accessible and available to you now. It's only a vibration. And so you can connect with that in any moment by attuning yourself to that vibration, by being the vibration of the thing that it is, right? Okay. You are manipulated in your use of time and energy. You are manipulated in your use of time and energy. And this can lead to all sorts of issues: illness, anger, anxiety, breakdowns of life force, because it is an unnatural flow. Just look at a calendar. Okay, this calendar is completely made up. It's completely arbitrary. They added January and February about when was it? 700 AD, maybe? Okay, don't get me, I don't remember the dates exactly. We only used to have 9 months to the calendar, starting with March. March used to be our first month. Okay, and then Julian decided he wanted to be honored, so they created January and February, and we're on a Julian calendar. And look at the days. Monday, Tuesday, the little boxes. We compartmentalize everything, and this is not natural flow. Okay, you feel the pressure of time when you have to get it done and put it in this box. Nature is not linear. Nothing in nature is linear. Nature is fractal. Nature is spirals. Nature is curves. Nature is, waves. Nature is bubbles, okay? So nothing, time that is constructed is linear, it's man-made, it's an artifact, it's artificial, it's a construct. And look at all the pressure and stress we have as a culture because of it. Okay, so you are being manipulated in your use of time and energy. We're going to break open these boxes today. Flow is your natural state. It is where time bends at your will, your vibrational will, your intention. Flow is a wormhole to your heart's calling. It's your direct access, right? So you've all had, experiences. Just think back to when you're in your flow, when you're in your zone, everything is happening with ease and effortlessness. You feel good, you're energized, you're vitalized, right? You're in your flow and you are aligned, right? So from this state, maybe things, how time changes when you're enjoying yourself. Sometimes it slows down, sometimes it speeds up. And there's always this quickening lately for like many, many years now. We all feel a collective quickening of time. So flow is health. Flow is prosperity. Yes, it is. Totally. It's all a facade. I agree with you too. Flow is prosperity. Flow is love. Flow is life moving through you. Flow is life moving through you. Okay, so here's the drawing again, and here's someone who so kindly put up their perception of it. So this is the drawing. Someone wrote, there is a face in there. Oh yeah, totally see it. God is looking in on us, keeping an eye out. Capital I. Love it. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so let me just review that one more time, because when you start to really embody the information, not just the words I'm saying, but the direct vibration of what's coming through, and you feel that and you take that into your aura and into your system, you start linking up with your own flow. Okay, so you think there's time, there isn't. There really isn't. Imagine if time weren't an issue for you in the way that you've been brought up and conditioned to believe. How would you be living your life? You put things off. When they are on now, everything is happening now simultaneously. It's just, where are you placing your attention? Usually we're placing our attention on things that we're not preferring, things that are problematic, things that we don't want. But the things that we want is also a vibration too. It's merely a choice of where your attention is. And it's all available to you right now. Okay? So place your attention on the thing that you desire. Your flow is off. You got to refocus. Okay, you might be feeling off, but let's kind of reframe that a little bit, because then we're already creating kind of like a tension or a battle with ourselves. Like, we're not in it. We're not in it. Okay, I know that place as well. So I'm familiar with it, but there's a way to shift that easily and just be like, oh, wow, look at where I'm not feeling flow. This is great because it's guiding me back to a greater state of flow. So you embrace that chaos, you embrace that resistance, you embrace that uncomfortable feeling, that feeling of not being focused. Embrace it, because as long as you're criticizing yourself, you're coming up against yourself, you're resisting yourself, you're keeping yourself in a state that is not in flow and alignment and harmony. You're staying in that state. So you notice the state that you're in. Great. Now you have leverage. Now you've created an opening and an opportunity for you to shift your awareness. Now you might need to do that repeatedly, depending on what you're working with and how long it takes you to do that. And that's fine. So, hey, my flow is off. I'm going to turn that baby back on. I'm going to take that faucet and I'm going to turn that tap on, and I'm going to let that water flow. And I'm going to feel what that feels like to have that water flow again. Right? So we want to embrace everything that appears, embrace what arises, accept it, receive it. Because everything that you're experiencing is you. It's your own mind. Your flow not being on is your mind as much as your flow being on is your mind. It's all you, right? But you now get to choose how you want to relate to yourself and have an experience of yourself and have experience of this life force that's moving through you. You got it. Good. I'm glad. Let me know what happens. You know, it's just these tiny little shifts that we make in our thinking and in our awareness that have huge impact, huge ripples. Okay? It doesn't take much. It doesn't take much. Myself today, I'm playing with the difference between waiting and patience. Okay? Because according to human design, which is a really amazing map of your energetic self, you know, I am designed to wait to respond. I am designed to let life show itself to me, and then I respond from there. Most of us are actually designed to wait in this way, and have different responses to how we meet life. Our body tells us what choices to make, what decisions to make in response to life bringing us opportunities. So I'm playing with this feeling of waiting, which is actually creating quite a tension in my body, because I have this inner drive to constantly do something. I have to be doing something. I have to create. I have to be productive. I believe I have to do this. I don't really, but that's my conditioning, right? So I'm in the process of transforming this for myself, and I'm giving you a personal example of what this feels like. So I feel what waiting is. Like, you can feel like my flow is off when I'm waiting. Okay, I'm feeling a tension in my body. Okay, so feel your flow and where it's not moving. Maybe it's causing you to have a physical pattern. Maybe it's causing you to have anxiety or an emotional pattern. Maybe it's causing you to have financial issues. Maybe it's like messing up the works with a relationship that you're in. Wherever your flow is off, you're going to see it because it's not happening the way you want it to, right? So for me, this waiting is causing a physical response, which is kind of constricting my flow. It's not my natural life force moving. It's constricting, the life force moving through me. So what am I doing about it? Well, what state can I hold where my flow is on? And for me, I'm now playing with patience. I mean, just think about how we language this. You know, you have to wait. There's a doing there, and I'm practicing not doing. But you know, be patient. That's a state of being. So for me, creates a state of openness, and this creates a state of flow. Okay, waiting does not do that for me. I can feel the tension. Patience does. So what could be the state of flow in relationship to focus for you? What would that feel like? Maybe that would feel like clarity. What would clarity feel like to you? So we begin to attune ourselves. This is how we tune ourselves vibrationally to the desired state. We feel the thing that's uncomfortable, right? The thing we don't want, the thing that feels in the body somehow, an agitation. Okay, a sand in your oyster. You are the oyster and it's that grain of sand. Okay, so what feeling would I rather have where I can feel fluid again, where I feel life moving through unimpeded? There's no obstruction. It's just moving through, completely open. What is that? So when you're feeling into these different possibilities for yourself, it's like turning the channel on the TV, the old TVs, or the radio station, and you're tapping into different states of vibration, different states of consciousness, different states of being. And these various states are connected with various flow states that you have access to. Okay, so I'm tracking some of you moving through that, which is beautiful. And it might take some time we can hear that station clearly. That's fine. Maybe you catch the song on the radio. Oh my gosh, that's my favorite song, but it's not coming in clearly. Those of you who drive a lot know that feeling when you're in between radio stations on the road and you can catch a station and it's a song you haven't heard on the radio in a long time, but it's not coming in clearly. It's frustrating, right? So we keep tuning the dial, but we do it through feeling our way through. We explore that for ourselves. Okay, and you'll know when you land on it because you'll feel the difference in your body. So you might feel like you can breathe again. You might feel like even your vision sharpen. Okay, you might feel more relaxed or at ease, or you might get the phone call as soon as you get off this session that the thing you were waiting for is actually happening for you. Okay, this is giving you feedback that you are connected to the right flow, to the right stream. You are in harmony and aligned with that reality. Good job. Okay, so flow is a wormhole to your heart's calling. It is health. Flow is prosperity. Flow is love. flow is life moving through you. Okay, you are uniquely designed to experience life as it moves through you in your unique way because of your unique design. Okay, you are a specific geometry, like a snowflake. You are a particular snowflake. And life is this river moving through your snowflake. But you're a snowflake that doesn't melt. Okay? Maybe you might. But for this purpose, you're not melting. Okay? I want you to stay as your beautiful crystalline self. Okay? Your beautiful crystalline design, your unique imprint, your unique geometry as a snowflake. And life is this light and this river of light, this flow, this water of life moving through your spaces of your snowflake. And that's your experience of life. Now, the person next to you has their own snowflake design, and life is going to move through them differently. Okay, so we want to just stay receptive and open and fully allow our body to experience the intelligence of our body, to experience those feelings as they move through us, those experiences as they move through us. What happens is sometimes those life experiences trigger our memories, trigger our traumas, trigger our stories. They activate these things that make us uncomfortable, and we cut off the flow of this life force. If we were to be with that uncomfortable feeling for a little bit longer, rather than guard ourselves or collapse down into this protective state, okay, it's there to protect you, but it's not serving you. Sometimes, yes, there are certain cases where that does serve you. That's not what I'm talking about here. Okay, so we want to stay open to receiving. So something comes up, okay, this is bringing up, my bank account's going down. It's bringing up all of these fears of how many times I've lost money and where am I going to get the rent? All of those things start coming up. Okay, great. Let me set that aside. What if I could just be with that feeling without the story and just allow that sensation of that information to flow through me? What would happen? What am I going to do in this moment? Think of something that's stressing you out, and we're going to get through it together right now. Right now. Bring it to mind. Where is your flow off? Where is your flow off? Is it in relationship? Is it in health? Is it in prosperity? Is it in self-confidence? Is it in self-love? Where is it? Wherever it is. Okay. Now, bring that situation to mind. Notice how the body shuts off that tap. That spigot's turned off. That flow is blocked. Okay? Now we're just going to imagine ourselves turning that faucet back on. We're going to restore that flow. And as we do, we're going to breathe. We're going to breathe, put one hand over the center of the heart, and we're just going to breathe in and out of the center of the heart. And we can even maybe hear the water flowing. How much water is coming out? Health, beautiful. We're working with the flow of health. I love it. Health, I think, is the foundation to the rest of life. My personal experience. Vibrational health. When your vibration is healthy, all aspects of your life move in a fluid way. They prosper. They expand. They grow. They receive. They release. There we go. So breathing in and out through the center of the heart. So don't effort in the breath if you're having trouble breathing. Allow the heart to bring the breath in for you. It's just comfortable. There's no effort here. If you find yourself efforting, then just take it back a notch. Find the breath that's fluid. Let's do it this way. Let's go to the belly breath. Okay, so put your hands, you're having trouble breathing, put your hands on your lower belly. And you're just going to let the belly bring the breath into itself, down into the belly through the nose. The belly is going to breathe you, just like when you were a baby. The belly is going to breathe you. There you go. And the belly is going to let the breath out. It's going to release this breath completely, right? So we're taking this life force, this life in through us, we're experiencing it, and then we're letting it go completely. There we go. And you find your own rhythm that works for you. So bringing the breath in through the belly so you can feel the belly kind of push against the hands. There you go. There you go. Now you're feeling a little more grounded and anchored. Beautiful. And then allow the belly to push the breath out through the mouth. So you can feel almost the belly connect with the spine. Or if someone had their hands on your back, you can touch their hands with your belly. There you go. This is a very slow breath. Okay, so bring to mind the thing that's stressing you out. Maybe it's changed a little bit. I sense it has. Okay, we're just going to be with that. We're not doing anything about it. We're just noticing the feeling and we're just breathing here. Now, if you can make the exhales longer than the inhales, you're going to really have a powerful effect on your vagus nerve. So you're going to help reset your fight and flight function, as well as affect so many other parts, physiological effects of the body in a good way. There you go. Beautiful. Now things are kind of calming down and they're moving the way that I like to see. So we're just noticing the sensation and we're breathing. That's it. Until we feel that sensation change. Beautiful. So bring that stressful moment or situation to mind and see, yeah, it's kind of hard to get to it now, right? You can't access it in the same way. You're not being activated by it in the same way. This is how you know you're now in a different state. Beautiful. So let's continue playing with this. I want you to release it fully. I see that even though we're doing a beautiful job of breathing and relaxing the nervous system and changing the information and vibration of the body, I want to invite you to release this even more. There's such power in releasing fully. Okay. So imagine this difficult situation as a football player standing in front of you. Okay. I don't know much about football, but this is the guy who's going to run you down if you don't get out of the way. Okay, so you see that football player ready in his position to start running towards you. This football player represents this stressful situation, whatever it is, that uncomfortable feeling that you were feeling in your body. Okay, so it can represent your health, your relationship, your prosperity, whatever it is. Okay, so that's the designated football player. Now, this football player is going to run to you. Okay, not yet. Let me just explain to you before you start into the journey. You're going to invite this football player to start running towards you, and he's going to run through you, okay, like a ghost. And you're going to feel him move through you completely, okay, until he's running past you on the other side. Okay, so you're going to become transparent to this velocity, his velocity and his force. Okay, so we're going to count to 3, and he's going to start charging at you. Notice what happens with your breath. You're going to stay steady with the breath. Okay, and he's just going to run through you. You're going to be transparent to this energy, this information. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Stay with the belly breath. He's going to do his thing and you do your thing. That's it. You do, yes. Beautiful. Keep breathing. Maybe you feel him getting stuck on the way through. That's totally fine. But he's trying to make his way through. See if you can use the breath to unhook him, free him up. There you go. Keep breathing. But breathe. Find your pace and rhythm. We're not breathing any more quickly. We're continuing this slow rhythm of breath. There you go. There you go. There's nothing to do. He's going his way, like east going Zach, west going Zach. You're going your way. He's moving through you. You're letting him go through. You don't need him to occupy the same space as you. It makes you uncomfortable. This football player is taking up space. Let him go. Let him go. There you go. You're the only one holding on to him. He's not holding on to you. You're holding on to him. Allow him to run through. If he were to run through, how would that feel? If you were a ghost, he would move right through you. So you make yourself transparent because you see him as an obstacle. You see him as something solid. You make yourself the ghost. You make yourself transparent. There you go. Yep, feel that moving through. Breathe from here. Keep going. He's going to move through on his own the more you allow him to move through. Yes, the breath is going to help you do that. The breath is going to support you in your transparency. There you go. Keep doing that. Oh, someone did it. Beautiful. Regina says she did this repeatedly, very successfully in the past. She arrived at dance classes despite crazy traffic jams in Rio de Janeiro, caught a plane despite it looking hopeless. Just got to do it more often. Exactly. Thank you for sharing that. There are real life benefits to these kinds of practices. Thank you, Regina. Nice to see you. Okay, so someone's football player went through, which I love to see. There's just one more. Now, there's no effort here. Remember, the moment that we feel ourselves efforting, we're constricting life moving through. This football player is another aspect of life, but we don't want it occupying the same space as we are. It's just doing its thing. You're doing your thing. There you go. I'm going to stay with you until you free yourself. It's okay. We'll do this together. It's easier to do when we're together. It's easy to do it when you're on your own as well. There we go. Notice the thoughts that are coming up. And then just bring your awareness back to the breath. Just pay attention to the belly breathing in. And you're just allowing the breath to do its thing. There you go. And this football player is moving on through. He wants to move through. Life wants to move through you. But somewhere along the way, you believe you need to go toe-to-toe with this guy, and you don't. Not at all. There you go. He's dissolving. Nicely done. Keep going. You're almost there. Beautiful. It's like giving birth, if I were to imagine giving birth. I haven't had the pleasure. Let's just do one more breath and just release him completely. Allow him to move through, and we're going to express gratitude for him giving us that experience, teaching us how to let life move through, how to be in our flow. Right? When we're in our flow, all of these things can come towards us, and we're not going to get thrown off center by it. We're gonna be fluid about it. We're gonna move with it. We're gonna allow it to move through us, and we can notice it. Oh, that's interesting. We can squeeze it out. All the juicy. You did it. Yes. All the juicy experiences and feelings and stories that come up with that. But we don't even need to do that. We can just feel it, breathe, and let it move through, just like you did. I love it. I love it. Okay, dear ones, I am so excited. Let me know how this shows up for you now in life, okay? You might need to do this several times a day. The session is available for you on the YouTube channel, Alchemies and Oracles, whenever you need. It's also in the Facebook group under guides. Okay, so go back to it anytime you need. Use these sessions as you feel called to. Okay, so maybe you need to only do it once, but maybe you find you need to do it again. So you're so welcome. Thank you for being here. So, if it's on YouTube, like, subscribe, and share the light with others. Maybe they'll benefit from this session. Let them know what's available to them, because we can make profound shifts by working in the subtle realms like we are, working with the feeling body, working with vibrational states. Everything is vibration. So when we work from that state, we can work with things and have a lot more ease and leverage with making changes in our life without getting caught up in the stories. Yes, your breathing is a lot lighter. Awesome. Yeah. Now, I just want to say that the stories, they do come up and we have tools to do that with. We just don't do that here. That requires more personal guidance. And if you need something like that, then get in touch with me and we can talk about what options I have for you in that. You are so welcome. And I thank you so much for coming together with me to harmonize the nature of oneself. Thank you for your light, your courage in being here and doing this. I want you to know that what you just did also helps so many other people. So many other people. Hey, Rachel, nice to see you. Or is it Raquel? I can't see your name clearly. So nice to see you all. Thank you so much. And I look forward to seeing you next Tuesday, same time, same place, for your weekly moment of inner alchemy. Keep shining, dear ones. Keep shining. Blessings.